Okay, really I'm quite tired, running up to bedtime, but I've got some more talking to get through. And I'm going to start off with story time, and then once I've told the story, I will then explain why I've told the story, and I will correlate that with other things. Does that make sense? Yes, of course it does. So imagine this scene. There was me, I was a young adult, what was I, like 19, 20, that sort of thing. I was amongst this crowd, and it was a noisy pub. Okay, we're talking about people chatting left, right, and centre about all the kind of, like, I know, things they got up to and who they got up to it with, and all the various different rumours about, it's a noisy pub full of young people. And then there's me, and I'm playing pool. I've been given the cue, it's finally my turn, okay. And I'm down, I'm about to take the shot, got the cue lined up, doing as best as I can, okay. And I'm concentrating on this shot. And as I'm concentrating, I notice that the noise in the pub is being turned down. All right, like that. It just feels I can hear it being turned down. But of course, it wasn't being turned down. Everyone was still talking as noisily as they were. But I was concentrating on that shot so much at that time that it took all my attention away from my sense of hearing. Essentially, I was going partially deaf as a result of my brain focusing on one task. That's the story. Okay, now this was after I've been using this. Now this was my first ever mind machine, and I'm keeping it for nostalgic purposes really, because this is where I learned it all from. As you can see, it's only like a 4-program mind machine. Real basic. At that time, in the, whatever decade it was, when I was like 19, this was like £100. Oh my word. It would be like, I don't know, 400, 500 in today's money. Quite a lot for a 4-program machine. Okay, a 4-program machine. This was like the cutting edge of mind machine technology then. Crazy. But the thing is, the meditation programs on that did actually assist in synchronizing my brain. It gave me that focused meditation, which I think is curious. Now, I can trace my interest in magic, not my interest in ghosts, but my interest in magic down to one particular moment. And that moment was when I learnt this chant, and I was doing this chant in my bedroom. No one else was in the house. I was alone. I was doing this, that, and the other, whatever. Playing with toys, I can't remember now. And I started doing the chants. And I started doing it quietly first. I did it out loud because no one was in the house. And I did it louder, and I did it a little faster. And I started enjoying it. And I went through the various different, feelings of like a change of your mood or your emotion when you're chanting. And that's basically is a change in brainwave activity. And then after about 10 minutes, when I was feeling this real like buzz, this real like good energy inside me, I made that wish. I wished to see glimpses of the future in my dreams. And then I just laughed it off. From then on, I got glimpses of the future in my dreams. When something would happen in life, that just a few seconds worth of time, I would be able to remember which night I dreamt that on, and what I thought when I woke up from that dream, and I was thinking, wasn't that dream rather weird? Okay, I could actually do that. I was having that happening all the time, even to the point whereby I started being terrified to go to bed at night in case the prophetic dreams occurred. Okay, that's like story 2. So my thinking then is maybe the state of mind we're looking for, in some respects, is based to a certain degree on hemispheric synchronization. The sense of more of your brain simultaneously being used for one thing. I mean, Charles Cosmanio's written to a certain degree about this, but I don't think he's actually gone into generating that particular variety of focus. Now, if you were to think about this, occultism, magic, whatever you want to call it, is essentially a form of extended prayer or extended meditation. That's essentially all it is. Okay. But that's not all it is, because we've got to think about what's going on inside our minds and inside our bodies at the time, what our state of being is, how it changes throughout the process of the ritual, what seems to happen, how we seem to have developed various different forms of sensitivity, and there's lots of questions to be asked. And also how we do our visualizations and what moods and emotions we should bring into it. There's a lot going on there. But taking into account The fact that I was able to concentrate quite that hard when I was doing pool to the point that it even robbed the power of activity of my sense of hearing. And I'd done the chancing, which is a mind-altering exercise in its own right, which could have led up to a peak not only of energy, maybe a touch of gamma wave activity, something I don't know what, but also maybe a variety of peaceful, not forced, but peaceful, aware focus on that one thing at that one time. So, therefore, the state of mind needs to be like that, as well as being transcendental, spiritual, prayerful, meditative, open, and for those of you who are doing more mediumistic practice with your circle casting and all that kind of stuff, being able to maintain the ascended state, keeping like the crown, the third eye and throat chakras open, wide, whilst you're doing it. Would it be hemispheric synchronization which would assist you in being able to move more energy, or to be able to do something more efficiently? Like if you got static in the mind, too many other thoughts chattering away, that would weaken the signal you're sending out, wouldn't it? So if you then train yourself in hemispheric synchronization with the help of a mind machine, and you also practice the exercise of doing prayer and in a transcendental manner and learning how to extend it, as well as to increase things such as the ascension meditation, the opening of the chakras, the body scan meditation, do you think your likelihood of being able to send out a good signal, so to speak, and therefore, in the more prosaic language of certain types of people, it's working better? Hypothetically, yeah. I think we could be onto something in that respect. So we need the transcendental state, the state of reverence. It needs to be meditative, it needs to be focused, but not in a forced way. You need to have got an ascended state of mind. You need to be quite good at it. You need to have learned how to feel how energy feels when you're moving it around, and to learn how to open up the chakras to the point whereby there's some sensory perception of anything else which is around you spiritually. Right. I think that makes it easy to understand, doesn't it? Doesn't it? But it might or it might not. Either way, there's a comment section down there. I mean, do you feel that hemispheric synchronization is an important thing here? Do you think it's more to do with entering into transcendental states no matter what? To what degree, by comparison with, let's say, the transcendental state, is the visualization important? Do you have to have such intense visualization that it's almost like you're in virtual reality, or do you need to have a clearly defined intention and to reach a divine state of hemispheric synchronization in order to be able to release it into the universe, and therefore to affect what Eliphas Levi was talking about when he was talking about magic being something which affects the imagination of the universe? Is that a better way of describing an approach to the state of mind associated with ritual magic and witchcraft? Is it? If it is, give me a whopping great thumbs up. If it isn't, give me a whopping great thumbs up or 2 thumbs down, which would work kind of. And rate, comment, subscribe, favorite, share, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Bye for now.